Hi guys, my name is Alison and welcome to my channel. If you guys are interested with fashion, beauty, lifestyle, foundation review, and hauls video, and fashion like mix and match video, make sure you guys click the subscribe button down below, and also don't forget to click that ring bell button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video on my channel. So for today's video, I want to show you guys how I do my most natural makeup look here. This is the makeup look that inspired by Patric, and I have been following him for a while. I love his makeup skill and I love watching a lot of makeup artists doing their makeup because there's so many different ways to do your makeup that you just didn't know of, and it works the best. So here are some tips and tricks and how I got inspired by him, and this is like the makeup look. I have been using a lot of his product lately and I just fall in love with it. Patric just come up with a new line in Sephora and I love the blush, I love lip liner, and I love the lip cream that it comes up with. I love the technique that he's doing his makeup. I love him, it's like as a person, because it's very generous and he is so nice, and I just love watching his video doing makeup on other people, other makeup artists or YouTuber. So this is like how I got inspired by him with this makeup look and using his product. Okay guys, let's get started. So to prep my skin, I feel like the under layer is very important for more of a natural dewy look. So I'm gonna go with my, first of all, sunscreen. I've been loving this Woke Up Like This sunscreen. This is a YouTuber brand from Hong Kong and I've been loving it. I mentioned it in my last favorite video. If you guys are interested, you guys can check it out. So I already applied this over my face, and then for primer today, I'm gonna go with something lightweight and more serum, give me more of a dewy finish, natural look. So this is the Versace Unicorn Essence, and I'm just gonna drip this all over my face to give it a nice prep as a primer. I'm just let it sink into my bare face, so I'm just gonna let it settle for a minute. So while the serum let it sit over my face, I'm gonna go in my Becker Under Eye Brightener. This is like my all-time favorite. I use this to cancel out the dark circle. You guys can see a huge difference right away. This is before and this is after. It just lifts up the whole under eye area. So this is like my must-have item. I always have to apply this when I'm doing my makeup. So I know Patric like to use a Lumière foundation, which is what he used on every single model, but I have that foundation in a different shade, which is buff, which is a lot darker shade and more ashy tone. So that shade doesn't match my skin tone, so I'm just gonna go with something similar, and today I'm going with this Laura Mercier Flawless Lumière Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I feel like this is like the closest that I have compared with the Lumière foundation. So here I have the shade in 2 and 1 Cashew. So I know that Lumière foundation does give you more of a natural glowy finish and it gives you more of a lightweight coverage. So this foundation is the closest one that I have. I feel like they do the same thing. It's not as matte, but it does still give you a light coverage of the foundation coverage. So I feel like this foundation, it does give you about the same texture. It does give you that very natural, like your skin but better finish, but still it does cover up your imperfection on the face. But obviously it's a more lightweight foundation, so we're just gonna work with it today. So after the foundation is done, I like to go in my concealer. So today I'm using my Oldie But a Goodie Tarte Shape Tape. I use this in the shade Light Neutral during the winter time. So what I like to do is apply on the area that I need to cover. I need that coverage. So I like to have my concealer set about for a minute, and that way it just helps like marinate and make sure the coverage is on before I blend it out. But while I'm waiting, I always like to do something else. I don't want to waste my time. If I'm getting ready in the morning, I like to wait on the concealer and do something else. So right now I'm just gonna put in my contour. So this is a Huda Beauty contour in the shade Fair. So I like to use this brush and then kind of like press it in. So I like to work both sides at the same time because sometimes I got way too much on the brush and I like to put it on the other side of the face and press it in. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but once it's blend, it looks very natural. Trust me on that. And here, if it's too much of the contour, I like to bring it up here as well. And if it's too hard to blend with this brush, I'm going in with a bigger brush to help diffuse this area on the face. And usually once the contour is done and it's time to blend this concealer. So again, it just really helps marinate like the area. It gives you a lot more coverage. Okay, now you guys can see the foundation and concealer is done, and I'm gonna lock this up with my Kylie Cosmetics translucent powder in this shade Translucent. So what I like to do is step in with my beauty blender and then take off the excess so that it won't be too much to apply right on top on your face. And then same thing on the forehead. So I know Patric doesn't set much on the makeup look because he loves more of a natural dewy look, but it's just your own preference. I do have very oily skin, so I always just set it with my translucent setting powder because it just helps the longevity on the makeup stay on top of my face. And I also like to set it on my eyelid because I do have very oily eyelid area. And then here I'm gonna just slightly carve this out on this area, and same as this area. It just helps like shape the contour. Okay, now go in with my eyebrow while I'm baking this. I'm using my iconic London Cushion Sculpt and Boost. So since I have my eyebrow microbladed, I love using this product because it just makes it more natural, and you just have to fill in the gap. You don't necessarily have to like carve out the shape of your brow because it's already there. So I like to just like go light-handed on this, just fill in the blank area. Okay, now after the brow is done, now let's move on to blush. So today I'm using the Patric She's Seductive blush to match the whole look. So I know it looks like really mauvey dark tone on the pan, but once it's on the face, it just looks amazing. I love the color. It doesn't look as intense as the... So I'm just gonna go in with my blush brush and just tap it on. I know people like saying this doesn't give you a pigmentation, but once you have to work on the first layer, it does give you a pigment and it's just more of a natural look. I love this. I love this color. And also I know what he likes to do is tie the look back together. So he always like to tie this blush look and apply it on your eyeshadow. Even though like what kind of eyeshadow look you use on top, like more of a natural color, just at the end apply this blush color on the eyeshadow, it still look amazing. Just tie it back together, and that's like his modal, like monochromatic. That's how he create this line. He just want everything match together as the eye look and the whole like blush and the makeup look. So as you guys can see, even though using it on the eyelid, it looks very natural. I love the color. It doesn't look weird with this blush color on the eyelid look. So you guys can see actually it looks very like natural color. And then now I can buff this off. And you guys can see it just gives you a very nice defined looking on the contour side. And then what I like to do also go in with my beauty blender just to diffuse everything, make it look natural finish. And here I also have his highlighter. This is the Patric highlighter. We love her. And actually last week I got another shade which is a lighter shade, but then in this bottle inside, I bought it in Sephora, it says we need her. This is the color of the shade that I initially want to get, and when I open it on the inside, it's just the same color on this pink bottle. This should be like a golden champagne white frosty bottle finish, but somehow someone messed up the packaging. So now I'm just gonna go in with this color. This is the pink pearl color. Sometimes with the spray bottle it get a little messy because it just get into your hair. And then same thing on this side. So this is what the highlighter looks like. It looks very natural. I love the color of it, and I love it's very like natural finish. Yeah, you can see definitely highlighter is on. But the only complaint I have is with this bottle, it doesn't spray with the amount that you want it to be. It just sprays out like everywhere. It get a little messy and it's hard to like block out one side. You can't even see which side you're spraying on. So that's the only complaint I have. But other than that, I love the color of it. And then I'm just gonna add on another highlighter because I'm just a little extra. I love that natural like glowy dewy finish. So I'm just gonna go in with the Jaclyn here, the newest Brighten Up Color Luminous Powder. So this is more like a kind of like a setting powder, but I use it like a more of a highlighter. So I'm just gonna add that up and mix two highlight color together. And I'm just gonna add it on the tips of my nose. You guys can see the color of the Jaclyn Hill's powder. It's very nice and natural finish if using the powder. If you want something intense, you can get like their glitter little jar, but that one was out of the shade I have, so I have to wait on the next year to get the shade that I want. And now moving on to the lips. I've been loving Patric lip liner and lip cream. They're amazing. So this is the lip liner from Patric line, and this is in the shade She's Strong, and this is my favorite color. So it's a clicky pen, and then it's so easy to draw, and it glides on so buttery. I can use this alone as a lipstick. And for the lips, I'm going in with this shade, She Is Independent, and I'm just gonna dot this all over my lip. And then I'm gonna mix in with this lightest shade in the lip cream, She Is Unapologetic. I'm just gonna dot this on the center of the lip just to give it like a 3D dimension look. It's mainly like on the center of the lip. It makes a huge difference. Okay, now lastly, I'm gonna spray this Morphe Contour Setting Spray. Okay, let's try this out. This is a new bottle. I just got it last week. Okay. Alright guys, so this is the final look here, and this is the most natural makeup look that inspired by Patric, and I use a lot of his product because I just love the color, the combination, and I love his makeup skill that makes it look a very natural makeup look. I honestly love this look. I wear this almost like every single day if I'm doing like a full makeup look. I know it looks like a natural makeup look, but still this is like more of a medium coverage to full makeup look, because normally I don't do this much on the face on my daily basis, but this is like the most like natural finish makeup look that I can get, and I just love how it turns out. I love how natural, dewy, glowy it looks, but still you look like a very natural, like put together, that kind of makeup look. So if you guys like this makeup look, how it turned out, please give me a big thumbs up to support your girl here, and also don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.